know, you like to talk shit just like us.
Where are you at? You have to talk.
Better comment and subscribe.
And go over to YouTube at Shit Talker. You show, because you're not going to want to miss our stuff. And I'm going to let you know, today is Shit Talker, baby.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shit Talker. It is me, your host, Canary Mirror, and I'm joined by a few ladies in red that I do know, getting ready to read you to filth. We have Vanity Mirror.
Hello.
My stunning drag mother. And then a new person is here with us today, Prodigy. Hello, Prodigy.
Hi.
This is my drag auntie and our special, very special guest. Don't forget to say it twice. Pouse Pouse. Hey, Pouse.
Ow.
Hey. Today we are here to recap RuPaul's Drag Race, the roast episode, with a few of the girls. Pouse, I just wanted to start and say, you have really been taking over the LA scene and doing your big one. So I had to give you your 10s. I've been loving watching you, and I feel like you've grown so much in such a little amount of time. When you eat Kiki's nachos, you're bound to grow. So congratulations.
I do share nachos with a few people, but Poussey's nachos are all her own recipes. So.
Okay. Oh, exactly. Okay.
Right.
I love to know that. Yes, God. But we're gonna get into this episode, and this is the roast episode. Prodigy, you are known for roasting us in the group chat. You're very rude, very hateful. So you knowing that this episode is coming up, do you like roast? Do you not like them? What's your team?
I like roast to an extent. I feel like you have to like really get the comedy of a roast to be a roast. Like you can be funny and be shit at a roast, or you can like be really, really bad at a roast and get away with it, like we saw a little bit this episode with the winner.
Yeah.
But you know, they're okay. It's just it's an acquired taste. You gotta
For sure. And I think we get to see that. But the girls come in, and they're coming off of Corey's elimination. And Vanity, I know you made hair for Corey. You and Corey are close. So am I with Corey. And I want to know, you seeing Corey leave this early in the competition, were you a little bit devastated?
I was expecting my sister to go farther than what she did, but she was ready to go home. It was her time. She was like, girl, send me home. It's whatever. So she packed her bags, kept it real cute. She didn't cry, and she went home, sadly.
She did her big one in the competition, and she did her even bigger one, kissing that girl in that lipstick last week.
Right.
Oh, God. That was so
lesbian
bad.
work. Lesbian work.
Jules,
I thought I went to the lesbian section on the porn website, so I had to click off quickly.
They come in the next day, and they find out that it is the villain's roast. And that is iconic. Jules is coming off of her win, so she gets to pick the order. And I just want to start this off by saying Jules has been doing so well in this competition up until this point. She's been doing so well, and she thinks like me and how I want to think on Drag Race. Like, her mind is how I want to think on Drag Race. Like, oh, I've already worn this. Let me not wear that again. Oh, this. Like, thinking about things like that. So I'm enjoying seeing Jules on Drag Race. As we all have known her, or at least most of us have known her before she was on Drag Race. What were your guys' thoughts? What are your thoughts on Jules on Drag Race, starting with Vanity?
I love her. That's another good sister of mine. She's been eating. She really has been eating. She's been one of my faves, and I'm glad the world is getting to like see her personality. So really proud of her.
Prodigy.
I really like Jules. I feel like she has like the personality you need to have to be on Drag Race and like succeed. And I feel like she's gonna go very far just based off her personality, and not even just based off that. She knows how she wants to look, and she like executes that very like well. I feel like she plays in the pretty thing too much. Like, girl, you're a little messy, so be a little messy. Don't like try to hide it at the end of the day. But I think she's doing so well in this competition, and you're right. Like, she's playing it how I want to play it. She's thinking smart. She's asking the girls the right questions.
Yeah, for
she's obviously studied the show, so I think she's doing good. I think she's gonna go far.
Pouse, did you know Jules before Drag Race?
Unfortunately, I did not know Miss Sparkles before Drag Race. However, my impression of her on the show, she's a really cute girl. I feel like she's like a really cute girl. Like, she just tackles the hoe.
Yeah, she's very like, oh, Cute.
Yeah, she's just like packaged in a bow.
Yes, literally. Bow on top, packaged up pretty. So the villains roast, they have MIB, Candy Muse, and Plain Jane. And Jules gets to pick the order, as we know, and this is kind of what sets the tone this whole episode. The order that Jules ends up picking is Anya, Arietti, Jules, Lana, Sam, Lydia, Susie, and then ending with Lexi. A few girls put in their suggestions on what they wanted for the order to go. And I think Jules took all that into consideration very fairly. And I think she even did it for the most part. But the girls are mad once they get this order of this roast. And the two girls that are mostly mad are Kentucky legend and goddess, Lexi Love, and Arietti. Arietti is mad because she feels like a best friend stabbed her in the back. So Vanity and Prodigy, I'm about to ask you this. Vanity, you are not doing good on Drag Race. You're doing really bad. And you have only succeeded, this might be too real. You have only succeeded in design challenges. And Prodigy has been doing pretty well. She's outshined you in a challenge previously. And she knows that you're not that funny. And she puts you right before her to make herself look better. What are you going to do as a sister? How are you going to look at her after this?
Me personally, like, it for me personally, it's never that deep. It's never that serious. However, I would hate that bitch and I would steal her jokes too. So
Exactly. So Arietti does end up stealing Jules' jokes, as we see. Pouse, what are your thoughts on this? Are you team Arietti or Jules?
I'm team neither because, first of all, the jokes that were stolen weren't good jokes.
Ooh.
Also, she shouldn't have stolen the jokes because, bitch, you don't steal. Like, you couldn't steal. That's number one. But number two,
but
the
it
jokes weren't
works
good
for
to
some
steal.
people though. Like Anya. Anya stole a couple of things, and you know.
But did she really steal?
A little bit of trim.
Did she really steal? Do you
Oh.
think if you guys were on the show that you were entitled to the entire role of trim?
If they
I
tell me
mean-
to go pick something off the table and I took it and put it on my station, baby, it's mine.
You would
I mean,
hate me
also
on
because
this,
like
sister.
if you think about it, Anya literally was like, "Jules, can I have anything on this table?" She's like, "Yes, except this. This is mine. You can have everything else." And she was like, "That's cute. No, I'm gonna take that though."
As she should. We're in a competition. I need this to make my garment more fab, so I'm going to make my garment more fab. Hello?
And it ended up working
I'm
in her
wrong.
advantage. Not to break that, but it worked for her.
She did win with stolen trim. She did win with stolen trim.
She did not win.
She did not win. She was high.
Oh, she was on the top.
Should have won.
She was in the top for stolen trim. Yes, God.
She should have won.
So the girls do their sit down in the little joke area on the main stage with the brick wall in the back. That was so cute. I was living for that. That was really fab. And they're sitting down talking about their jokes with Whitney Cummings is her name. She's actually really pretty. I don't think I've ever heard of her.
Don't know who that lady is.
I do not know who that lady is, but she's funny and she's pretty. And Arietti, to me, she needs to calm down. She is doing too much over this placement thing. It is never that deep. But I do get why she is upset. But she just needs to calm down to me. And Michelle keeps bringing up every chance that she gets that if Lana is in the bottom again, she's going home. Like, she keeps bringing it up, and it's gagging me fierce. So I'm like, dang, goddamn. So this kind of sets a fire underneath Lana to me, and I think that's why she ends up doing so well, is because she's like, I feel like I'm going to go home next time I'm in the bottom. And that's how I would feel too. But with this whole sit-down thing, before we see the roast, who do you guys think is going to take the roast? We can start with Prodigy. Who do you think is going to eat it up?
I really going into it, I really thought that Susie was going to do good. I really thought Lexi was going to do good because she hit you with those couple little 1-2 jokes in the sit down with the brick wall. I thought that Jules would do a lot better considering that she got to pick the order and place herself in, like, I think the sweetest spot to even if you're just like have a chuckle or two.
For sure.
And Anya, but Anya did good.
Yeah.
But I thought she would place a little higher than she did.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not on me. But it completely flipped. Other girls did good. Other girls did bad.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how it plays out. Pouse, what were your thoughts on the sit down? Who did you think was going to take the roast crown?
I feel like the only girl that really could have gave it to me is Really, Anya. That's like who I was thinking was gonna take it. None of the girls to me really give me like read a bitch down. So I was like, I didn't think they were gonna roast those three well, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Are you the type of girl to read a bitch down?
I would read a bitch from the front page to the back page.
Can you do
Like,
me a favor and read Prodigy for me? The one up there, just for
who?
fun. Prodigy or Vanity. You could take your choice.
She's
Who
a
is
prodigy.
crazy?
You said she's a prodigy?
Prodigy's the one with the bangs.
She is a prodigy?
That's my name, baby.
She's not a
Fitting.
prodigy. Get out.
Just a very light read. I can't let the girls into the library. Just
Right, a little one too.
Very subtle.
Very subtle. You're not checking out the book, but you're definitely looking at it for sure.
Skim through the pages a bit.
Exactly. Vanity, who did you think was going to snatch that roast crown?
I honestly gotta get my money straight. I mean, my foxtails.
No. Those are all cheap.
Fuck ass foxtails.
I honestly thought Anya was gonna take it, and I thought Susie was gonna do better than what she did, since she had like a big old like talk for Snatch Game. Like, I don't know, because I really thought Susie was about to give, because the way Susie be trying to make it seem, she's like, oh, like, I don't know, and then she'll like eat it up, but she hasn't like ate it up yet.
Right. I thought Susie was gonna do well too. And I'll get more into that when we get to the roast, because there's a lot I need to talk about when it comes to that lady. And I really thought Jules was gonna do a lot better, because I feel like her bubbly personality, the way she could deliver a joke, and especially like a rude one or a roast, would be really, really, really good in my mind. But I was a little.
And she was good in the reading challenge.
Yeah, and she was. Let me talk about that for a second, because we didn't talk about last week's episode, as you guys saw, because we were a little vacant. We're busy. And there was the reading challenge, and I thought Jules should have won that. She was so funny. That was an introduction to her roasting abilities to me. So that's why I thought she would do well. But we will talk about that in a second.
I feel like she's just better at like quick little jabs.
Yeah, maybe like a quicker,
like creating a whole.
She's good at a rebuttal. Like, she's
yeah,
good to go, like back and forth with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not like lay it all out there on the table. Let it all hang out. But it is elimination day. The girls are coming in to get ready to roast MIB, Plain Jane, and Candy Muse, or formerly known as Kris Love Dion, and they all come in.
That's why she's not here right now.
She's not here. She's catching strays. But they come in. They're getting excited. But actually, the tension is really, 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 really fierce between all of them, because Jules has really shook these girls up with this placement and this order. And Arietti gets up and doesn't sit by her, which is so petty. Isn't that so petty? I'd be so hurt.
I think it's really stupid, especially like if that's your bitch. Like, girl, you're grown. You can sit there and be mad at somebody and like not be a little kid about it and get up and go throw a tantrum, even though you're literally 3 seats down from the girl. Like, girl,
yeah, like a perfect example is like Lexi and Anya when they like had their little untucked to like spat. Like that was the way to handle something.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Handle an issue.
It was cute. It was light, and I just. Yeah, I think they need to talk about it. Arietti, to me, has... Oh my god, here comes shit talker. Arietti, to me, has been childish from the jump. I feel like that girl is so childish. And she's cringy to me, boots. And I think she is a good drag queen, hands down. Like, her drag
I think
is so
she's
good.
a good drag queen to look at.
Get out.
Aesthetic-wise, sure.
She is.
God.
She is.
I think for me, her whole like elf makeup and face and ears, I would expect her to tie that into more of her looks, but her looks are very much like, I'm a drag queen, and then her face is more like, I would feel like I would get some more whimsical looks out of her.
Yeah, something a little bit more whimsical. I can see that. I think her looks are just like, when I look at her looks, I get like industrial vibes normally when it comes from the neck down, and then it's like playful from the neck up. Horror queen. But I do really enjoy Arietti. And she was on the show. I'm not trying to be super rude, because apparently these girls think I'm super rude.
You are. Rude as fuck.
I'm so sweet. I'm so demure. And I really think Arietti just should have had a better showing this season, because it was not looking too pretty for her. And then, Vanity, I'm going to let you talk about your sister, because what the hell was that crash out in the workroom? Because, no, ma'am. I'll let you talk about that.
Me, personally, I love drama when it comes
Take
to
a shot every
television.
time Vanity says me personally.
When it comes to bitch, shut up. My teeth are white. Yours is yellow. But me personally, like, I just feel like it was too much. Like, sister, like, I get that you're upset and like maybe the Moans was kicking your ass that day. I don't know,
You know,
but it was a lot. It was a lot for a whole lot of nothing.
right.
The new
I
blame
think
it on the edit is blame it on the Moans.
blame it on.
Girl.
Don't blame it. No, I think Lexi is going through a lot, but right now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. A winner edit, winners don't do that. So to me, her winner edit has diminished a little bit, and Anya is coming up while Lexi is going down.
Okay, but like I said, Alaska did the same thing and then went on to win her season.
That's true. So we can see what it gives, but right now it is not giving me what I need, and I feel so bad for Jules in this moment because I'm just like, Jules was just trying to vibe, and now she's really sad. Everybody hates that girl. It's
you
like
don't think there was
splitting
any
up.
kind of malicious though?
I don't think there is any type of malicious. I just think she is playing the game, and when you play the game, you want to make yourself look better and make other people look worse. And this is Drag Race. If
Okay,
they
but
were,
to play the game though, you gotta have a little bit of malicious though.
Right.
If you
Like
wanna
I
call
would
it
like at least
malicious,
for Arietti.
call
Like
it
she was a
malicious
little
if you
bit
want.
fucked up for that.
I don't think
think
playing
there
the
was
game you have to be malicious to play the game. You can be strategic. I'm
Yeah,
not being
I think
malicious.
this is
I'm
the
being
strategy.
Yeah, I think it was more so strategic. I wouldn't say malicious, but like there was a little bit of mind behind that layout of how the
I think
girls
so
were.
too. I definitely think there was some mind behind it,
Girl,
but
she broke her pearls all over that stage and said bitch fall. Like we knew what was gonna
I
happen.
don't think it was giving that. I just think if the girls are that upset and heated, then win challenges, and then maybe you'll be able to decide the order. But she won the challenge and they didn't, so that's just the
I
tea.
mean, period. And she was in the bottom, so
Okay, but she got to win, and Arietti. Oh, I guess she does still. Okay, anyway.
wait, love Jules. Hold on.
We love Jewel.
But also, if you're gonna do bad, you're gonna do bad first, second, third, fourth. You're gonna do bad
Exactly.
Regardless.
It don't matter.
The order doesn't really matter as much as these order making it out to matter.
Yeah, but
So-
it was the I know you're gonna do bad, so I want to go after you because I'm gonna look better.
I live. I have to give 10 where 10 are due. I would do the same thing.
Who says like, and I would do it, and you would do it too.
I would do it.
Oh no,
Absolutely.
don't get me wrong, babes. I would throw a bitch under a bus if I have to, but it was a whole lot of strategy for like to land in the bottom. Like damn sis.
Yeah.
So did you just think Arietti was gonna do the worst? Honestly, because like you could have said, okay, I'm not gonna put my sister right in front of me, but I'm gonna put another girl who I think isn't gonna do good. But she just was like, this bitch is gonna be the worst. So put her before me.
I think
I
that
would
would
have
have been.
put a girl that I thought was gonna do bad before Arietti.
No, never help out your sister. Send that bitch home. If Vanity's doing bad, baby, put.
Never help a sister because a sister will never help you.
Secretly sniper.
That's what Arietti learned this week, because no ma'am.
Girl.
All right, now that being.
Welcome to my face.
Get out of my face.
Sorry, I had to.
You're a mess. Okay. All right, now that being said, let's get this roast a cooking. So we're gonna hop into this villain's roast. I love the idea of a villain's roast because these bitter bitches need to be roasted, and we can start with Anya. Anya didn't really stick out to me personally. I thought it was fine. When I was looking at Anya, all I could see was her earring dangling in her ear too. So I was not paying attention to any of those jokes that she was saying because her earrings were out and looking a mess. I feel like every time I see Anya on my screen, her nude fabric or whatever never matches. It's never new. It's always gifted from some white lady or some really dark lady. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But she did fine.
I thought Anya was cute. I think she did well. It wasn't as good as I was expecting her to do, but overall, it was cute. It was clean. I wish she did a little more digging.
I feel like she was okay to start off. I mean, to me, the roast in itself wasn't really a good roast, so she was a appropriate person to start it off. It set the tone for the whole roast for me.
Right, like what Pouse said, like I feel like nobody else could have like started it off like she could have. Like she even when she came in, like you felt the energy and it really set the tone. Like I feel like if anybody else would have started it, it would have been even worse than it was of a train wreck. So I think she did a good job in that thing. But like she didn't dig into them like I wanted her to. Like she could have been a nasty ass drag queen like I wanted them to be.
Like
but-
you.
Right. No heart, no soul. I need that.
Exactly. Everybody just get a tissue. Get your antidepressants because now we're going to talk about Arietti. Arietti, she definitely did what we thought she was gonna do. It was very mid. Not even mid. It was shitty. It was pretty bad. But that's what I was coming to expect from Arietti, and it was cringy. Mistress was telling her to prepare her lip sync because it was a chop.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I don't really have any words besides it. It was bad, but like I was expecting it. I wasn't expecting it to be as bad though. Like it was worse than what I was expecting. Like the
Interesting.
stumbling and the pausing was too much. It was too much.
You said you got secondhand embarrassment, right?
Yes, I like watching it. Like I could not watch it twice. It was too much.
Don't watch it twice.
Girl.
Much like Arietti, I don't know what to say. He didn't even have no jokes kind of even set up. Like the two jokes that were set up were Jules' jokes.
Literally.
So like, what did you write down, girl? Like, what were you sitting there thinking? Were you just so mad and like bothered? Like, nobody should ever like have you in that place where like you can't even think of like what to do, girl, because you stumbled and fumbled and you went home.
Spoiler alert.
I feel like she spent too much time getting her looks done and not enough time investing in maybe improv classes or something. You know, like,
Right.
I don't know. 'Cause for me, I grew up like roasting. So roasting is just like natural, but then having that added element of the drag queen shadiness, I just feel like that's something every queen should have. So for her to go up there and bomb like that, especially on those three girls, like no shade, you could have read them on the spot, you know, like it's things that you could have done, and I was just like, for her to go up there and drop the ball, like, and not even catch herself, I don't know, I just was over it. I'm like, girl, you can't recover, like, sister, you stumbling, like, I don't know, I just would have.
Moving on to Jules Sparkles, I thought Jules did not as good as I wanted her to, so that's basically that. But she looks stunning and she looks beautiful, so she'll get her 10s for that because she looked really fierce.
It wasn't memorable. Did she go up there and repeat the same jokes that Arietti already said?
Yeah, a little bit.
So she was like trying not to say it though.
Pouse, I have a question for you, a follow up. What are your thoughts on this like cast of girls? Like, because I know the internet is very like this or that on this cast of girls, so I want to hear what you have to say for this cast.
You know what I will say? I've never watched any season current, like watch along, and this is my first watch along season, and it's so disappointing. Like, I feel like the girls, I don't know. Like, I feel like the girls they're not giving me quality. The quality but I think, no, listen, the girls, I think the girls are giving me looks. I think the girls are giving me mug, but nobody is giving me like an entire quality.
There's no depth.
Yeah,
to the
like
girls.
I'm not.
There's no depth.
There's
no grit, no grime.
No grit.
Dawn
no grit.
said,
girl, there's no drag.
That she said last season was a good season of drag, and this was a good season of reality TV, and I kind of agree.
Prodigy, what were your thoughts on Jules? Cricket.
Speak up, Arietti.
Right, like I really don't remember. Right, like I don't really remember what the fuck she said, and like, yeah, like you should have been thinking of other jokes. Like once that bitch would have said my shit, like I would have been like in my, like I get it, you're in your head a little bit, but like clock it. It was just not good. I don't remember any of her jokes. The only one I remember is the one that I already said about they're all fat jokes.
Yeah.
That's about it. Maybe that threw her off. Maybe it didn't. I would like to have seen like what she maybe would have brought if Arietti didn't throw her off. But something tells me she was going to be in the bottom either way. So you're funny if you're funny.
I feel the exact same way. Like she could have fully got up there. It would have been like, the jokes don't write themselves, but they do apparently get up and walk onto someone else's paper.
Right.
Like that. Something like that would have been fab. Or like, and I'm also like, those two jokes that Arietti said, I'm like, with like, sister, were those like the main jokes you were like, was that like the meat of your setup? Because if it was, sister, that was not that funny.
Yeah. Let's move on to a goddess. a mother, somebody who ate. Lana Del Lana Del Rey did so good this roast. Genuinely exceeded my expectations. Her roast was probably my favorite one out of all of them. I think it was so good. This was so good. She said jokes that I think I would say, and they were funny.
My sister. Oh my god, I take a shot every time I say my sister. She did really well. I knew her to be funny, and like she wasn't really giving that, and like throughout the season. So like to finally like see her like flourish in like her comedy is really funny. And I love when a girl does like kind of like pushes the limit on like what you could say on TV, because she was saying a lot of race jokes, and I live for that.
Lana actually really surprised me because she's kind of like dead in the face when it comes to like anything else. So like she's always just sitting there with a very monochromatic ass tone.
Monochromatic. That's rude. Is it one color?
I just mean like one note, whatever.
I mean monotone.
Yes. Oh,
thank you.
Drunk.
You're drunk.
Monotone. She'd just be sitting there, and like she just got like a stank ass face to her. So to see her like break out of that and like actually kiki, I feel like that's how she is like with her friends. And like I was waiting for her to like let us in like that, and I'm happy she did this week because the runway wasn't saving her.
We'll get there.
I'm like a glam girl, so I'm always looking at the girl's glam. Her hair was her jokes were really good. I love her little jab at Sam Star, and I thought it was it was very nice. It was I think compared to a lot of the other girls, it was more refreshing.
Yes, for sure. I can see that. Let's move on to the goddess, Sam Star. I'm going to start. I think Sam is just... I've been really enjoying Sam. Every episode, I enjoy her more and more and more and more. And I think I'm the only one. Not too much. I love Sam Star. I think she is very good at drag. She's funny. Although she might be a carbon copy of Trinity the Tuck for what she is, she literally does everything like Trinity. She acts like Trinity. She's as funny as Trinity.
She wears her drag on the main stage of RuPaul's
She wears her drag on the main stage. But I think she does it, and I like what Trinity is serving, so I'm going to like this, and I'm eating it up. So
I feel like Alana making her race joke and then her making her race joke after. I kind of was like, sister, don't.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny, but I was like, can we say that really? That's kind of the vibe I got. I wasn't receiving that joke. But I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of her, so I feel like I don't really remember. What was her? I don't remember. So I would say it wasn't really memorable for me.
Girl, double it, give it to the next person. But she's like, girl, I was so fed up. Girl, the look was made. The jokes were made.
Stunning. Mm-hmm.
Girl, the jokes were made, bitch. It was a frozen wig. The shit didn't move. Like, girl,
get out.
Like, it was just like, it was bland. I was like, okay.
Okay, like Sam Star made me chuckle. I'm not gonna lie. Like she had a couple good jokes. I was kikiing with her. That the best one was the bless your little heart disease.
Oh yes, that was so good.
That was the best thing, but it was her closer. So the rest of it, she just like flatlined, and then we got a beep at the end. So
yeah,
I guess that's what saved her. But she looked okay. She did all right.
She looked perfect to me.
There were definitely worse bitches than her. So
I agree, and we'll get to that soon, but not yet because we have Lydia Butthole Collins. Lydia did so good, so fab. She ended up blowing me away with her butthole. I think it was very, very, very funny, and yeah, I don't know. I don't have any qualms for it. I think it was funny, but not as funny as Lana's was to me, but maybe it's just because I relate to Lana more than I relate to Lydia.
Because you hate white people.
Because I do hate white people.
Clearly not. She loves Sam.
Weren't they saying online she's a Republican?
People are saying that she's a Republican, but she replied and she said, absolutely not. I am not a Republican.
I would like to see her ballot.
What does her ballot look like? Ballot reveal in 3, 2, 1, Sam Star.
Lydia really let these bitches have it. She was the clear winner to me. She ate all these bitches up. And I also like that she was the only one that read the judges panel. She started off with that and she called that one bitch boring, like clock that T.
That was so good.
And then she like really like came for the girls in a different way than everybody else. Yes, they were fat jokes, but like she was talking like differently than everybody else. Like I think she made like a big back joke a couple times.
I lived. Miss Butthole she prolapsed. I was living. I was living.
Get out.
Prolapse is crazy.
She keeps eating. She keeps surprising me. Like she surprised me with the what was the Boogie Wonderland? Like I was like, okay,
oh yeah, that was tea.
That was tea. I think she ate. I personally, she was my second favorite because like if we're looking at like the whole episode, her runway was a little. We'll talk about that later. But when it comes like down to like her and Lana, I feel like Lana kind of like gagged the villains a bit more. Like when she like looked at Plane and was like, "Actually, I don't fucking care." And Plane was like, "Oh."
That was
like,
so good.
So like I would give it to Lana with like being my fave, but Lydia was like close second.
Let's move on to Susie 2. And I'm gonna start this off. Come here close. Bitch, you look fucking crazy. She looks so hideous. As soon as she stepped out, I was like, you look hideous. Like, so ugly. So, I hated that. Her eyeshadow was like, I couldn't even look at it. It looked like chalk. Like, it looked like she crushed up chalk and started applying it to her.
Girl, the huge ass cut crease with like the baby lash.
And the baby lash and that white shit under her eye, not cute.
Because it was wet.
Girl.
So it was hideous. Girl. So no thank you. But the jokes were fine. They were fine, but if you're ugly, that you're just gonna be safe from me. So no ma'am.
Like she was talking or whatever, but I was just sitting there like just finding things that I just like would never do. I think I'm safe because I don't think someone we know did that wig. So like the shape of the hair was not cute.
It's some girl in Miami that because Chanel mentioned her earlier. I forget.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, the hair wasn't it. The dress wasn't it. So like I just didn't care for anything that was coming out of her mouth.
I don't remember her roast either. Was she the one who made the fan joke? Or that was
Lydia.
That was Lydia.
Yeah, so then I definitely don't remember anything.
Let's move on to Lexi Love. And I'll let Vanity defend this one again because your sister needs a lot of help in defending today. That's why you're here.
Where is Carrie Colby when you need her? Tranos should have swooped my sister down, like should have swooped my sister up and taken her out of that roast.
Yeah,
it was rough, but I wasn't expecting her to do like amazing considering Snatch Game. But I don't think she was as bad as some of the other girls.
For sure.
It was definitely on the lower end for my sister, even though I love her down. She looked really pretty. She looks gorgeous. But that's all I could give my sis this go round.
Yeah, it was not looking too tea. I agree. I think she should have been more prepared. I think she was in her head because Susie was right behind her. And that was just kind of bound to happen, sadly, because of the placement. And she was saying how much she, for some reason, despises Susie too. And I don't know. I just feel like her hatred for Susie too needs to be studied because it's never that serious. It's a little twink dressed in like a little 1920s slapper. Like, get out of my head.
I would not be. I would immediately be like.
I would have looked at her as Susie. I would have been like, okay, I'm fine.
Love my girl. She looked beautiful. It's just I feel like she would have done better if she didn't let what Susie said last affect her in the beginning. And she was like, no friends. Da, 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 da. Like, girl, you don't know these bitches. These bitches shouldn't be affecting you like that. You got friends at home and this, that, and the next. She had some funny jokes. I feel like they would have landed more, like, if she, like, set it up better. But she had that one joke. I forget. I think she said Isabella to Mistress. And she was like, it's Isabel. And she was like, I add extra letters, like you add extra calories or carbs. And I thought that was really funny, like, the little quick jab.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, I bought him 3rd place. I'm sorry.
Those moans are running all up and through my sister's system. Like, those moans are just taking her up, down, around, and around. And I don't know. Because I do like I don't know. I was just like, sister, like you came on and immediately started to give that. Like the whole no friends thing threw me off.
Category on the runway is who wears short shorts. And let's start off with Anya Nerve. I'm going to start. I think Anya, eight. Eight. I really love this runway. I think it's short material. It looks really fierce. It looks like shorts at the top of the outfit, which is camp. And then my only thing is the black, like, nude looking thing. It was just too dark. I love the hair on her. I love this color of hair on her. I think that looked really fierce on TV. So for me, it is a pretty.
I thought the nude didn't match. And if you're gonna have that much nude, like the nude needs to be like chef's kiss, like perfect. And it just wasn't. I think the stone colors were interesting. There was like champagne stones, brown stones, and like red stones for some reason. And like if you're gonna do that, like at some point, like I get you're trying to be different, but at some point, like, bitch, just put the shorts on. Cause like that to me read thong. I'll give it a midi. It's not terrible, but it wasn't my favorite.
I really actually like this look. I thought it was really smart. Like, it's tea, bitch. Like, it's a pair of fucking booty shorts, but it's big as fuck, and she's wearing it as her whole outfit. Like, I got it. The second she walked in on the runway, I love the skinny little coochie part. This going, that gives me hoe, hooker, hoochie mama, everything I need from a black diva that I want to see. Like, girl, like, the hair, though, was bad. And I like the little unzip part where, like, you can unzip it and, like, see her cleavage. Like, that was a little cute moment, too. Like, I liked it. What am I giving it? Hold on.
Probably a pretty.
A pretty. I give it a pretty, because, like, it was tea.
Right.
When I saw the look, I was wishing that she kind of gave this very avant-garde boxy shape of like the shorts literally kind of coming up around her arms. Like that would have kind of gave me a little bit more fantasy. And she still could have gave us the unzip, the cleavage. I feel like it kind of didn't. I think it was cute in theory, but for a different category. And I also didn't like the hair with this. I wanted something else with this. With these the garment. It was very midi to me.
Let's move on to Arietti. Arietti, to me, personally, I was bored. I've seen her wear more interesting things on the runway than this. And that new t-shirt gotta go, because no ma'am, that was hideous. And the makeup it didn't go with this look to me. I didn't like the makeup with this either. And the hair, I'm also so bored. And I feel like she had other hair planned, but she ended up wearing this hair because she knew the tea. She knew what was going to happen in about 30 minutes. So she had to put that hair on. Oh, Coke hair on. That's crazy. So for me, it is a midi. Low midi. No, actually, it's a shitty.
I agree with you. I've seen her wear better things on the runway. I was kind of bored. Like, take the headpiece off, and it's football shoulder pads with some yellow fabric on it. That new t-shirt thing with the stone nipples got to go. Like, boots. It was ugly. It didn't match. It was gray. And, no. It was just, it's a shitty.
Damn. Okay, you just like me for real.
I'm gonna have to like disagree with y'all. I love the look. I do feel like she shouldn't have had that little. That's what I say. The girls are not alluding anymore. Like, where's the illusion? Like, this look would have been nasty for me if she would have came out, played out with the same little diamond, little whatever she had on her headpiece, like on the nipples, like maybe like a carnival style bra with the same presentation of the shoulder pads and the shorts. I do agree with what you said about the hair. I feel like if she gave us a different hairstyle with this, it would have kind of really tore it for me a little more. I would say this is a high midi for me.
Midi. Vanity?
Me personally, I agree with my sis Pouse. I do like this look. It was a really good look. I agree with the hairstyle. I wish it was like maybe like an updo and it like the hair was incorporated into like the crown headpiece situation. I feel like that would have been cut. That t-shirt, gotta go. To go. It took the look down for me too. I'll give it a midi, but it wasn't my favorite thing.
Let's move on to Jules Sparkles. Jules looks perfect. She looks great. I think this is stunning. Stop side-eyeing me, bitch. I'm going to karate chop you out. I think Jules looks amazing, immaculate. Chef's kiss. Michelle said that this was Marie Antoinette. It's just not. So, and the internet is chewing her out for that, so I think she's learned her lesson. But I love this look. This is a pretty for me.
It's overall pretty. I like the outfit. I did not like the shoes. The shoes were a little matronly. I get that was like the vibe, but like it was like a chunky like doll's heel, but like not like the high ones. It was like a mid. I don't know. I didn't like the shoes, and I didn't like the hair color on her. I think she looks
I like
pretty.
it.
I think she looks really pretty and like more striking with darker hair color. Other than that, I'll give it a midi.
I thought the look was nice. Again, presentation goes a long way for me. Like you mentioned the shoes. I definitely don't like the shoes. I would have liked some illusion here, some titties like out at the top.
Well, yeah.
And the hair I just don't really live for either. Like the hair seems like an afterthought. I feel like because this look is older and then the hair color makes her look older, she looks maybe about like 42 in this photo. I'm looking at. I feel like she needed something to really.
Can you show the internet what photo you're looking at?
I mean, it's kind of blurry, but I mean, maybe they don't want to see it fully, so.
Yeah.
This kind of. Did she not give me? She gives you like Lavoie tees. Like she looks very like.
She did kind of
An
like
older queen. Like
Not
she looks like an
Lavoie.
older queen where she would come on and be like, okay, word. But I would say she is a shitty. But like shitty and you just flush the toilet immediately, like.
if you're going for that big like old like boy in blue hip thing, why are you making booty shorts out of it? It's just not. It's two very different weird concepts. I don't like the
Susie
color of
too.
it. It's a shitty. It's a
Okay.
high shitty. But
Damn.
she's never gonna DM me again after this.
I can't. She's gonna hate us. All right. Well, let's move on to Lana Jarre, and this is something fierce. I love Lana this week in the challenge, and I think she could have won, but this runway definitely took it down for me because it looks like I can buy all this stuff at the store. So it's gonna be a shitty for me when it comes to the look. Sorry, Lana.
I don't know what the fuck she thought she was doing. She has a baseball cap on her head that says RuPaul's Drag Race. That's the most drag thing about this. And the coat looked like a rug. And other than that, like, I don't know. She could have wore some longer hair. She could have stoned it. She could have did some better makeup. But yeah, no, it's a shitty.
No shade. She could have gave it a very more draggy touch. Those shorts should have been like micro shorts, bitch. Your coochie needs to be almost out. I live for like the idea of the shirt being stoned. The jacket should have been like so obnoxious. The hair should have been 50 inches. Like she could have taken that concept and really just elevated it. But I think she tried to give exactly what Naomi gave. And it's like, sister, this isn't the D Squared show and you're not Naomi Campbell. So
Exactly.
you know, but I thought it was, her walk was fab.
I enjoy a reference, but if you're not the person, you can't pull off exactly what the person did. Vanity?
I agree with Pouse exactly. Like, I wouldn't say it's a shitty. I would say it's a midi because when she came out, I knew exactly what she was doing. I knew exactly what the reference was. And like, since she's a girl who doesn't pad, she has the option to like wear low rise things. Bitch, I would have them shorts look like it was a tiny ass rectangle, just like a tiny like little piece of tape around my body. Like them shorts would have been low rise and short.
Let's move on to Sam Star. I think I like the Sam Star look. A lot of girls are not gonna like the hair here, and I'm one of the girls. But I think the hair is, the concept of it is good, but just don't get too close. Don't get too close. So yeah, I love this look, and I think it's a pretty.
The look was swallowing her up, which is like a critique I have for Sam quite a bit. I feel like a lot of the looks don't look like they were made for her size. The shorts also felt like an afterthought. Like she was like, let me just get some black pleather, because they ain't real, like pleather shorts, and just throw them on. Because like it just wasn't like, and the hair was a mess. Ooh, the hair was a mess. The black bobby pins, the slick was not tea. Bitch, like the only thing about that was when untucked, she was able to take it off and sit it on the table.
Yeah, that was kind
like that's it. That's all, girl.
You look like when I'm gonna sign my 5-year-old up for football in the future. Like, girl, it's giving very like
You will
little
not have
kid.
kids.
Please, I don't want them. The hair was like Vanity said, fucked up bad. The slick had holes in it. Like, how do you even manage to? But yeah, I'm sure Chantal did that too.
What do you
Girl,
give it?
like Sam should have turned the corner and been like, wave check. Like it was not. The
You're so
slick
rude.
was not giving. It just wasn't.
What do you give it, Prodigy?
Oh, I give it a midi.
Like the look is fab, but everything should have been shrinked a little bit, so you could see a little bit more skin here, a little bit more waist here. But this look doesn't seem like it was. This is what I expect Corey King to come out in, honestly, like and tackle somebody
My
like something.
God,
I
that seems
don't. This
scary.
is the Sam Star look to me. I'm really like confused as to how she got to this look, honestly.
Yeah.
But the look is well made, but like I would see it on like a boy or something, like a little OnlyFans content creator. That's what it
Oh,
is.
I'm sure you would be collabing.
The look itself, I would give the look itself a pretty, but on her and with her presentation, I would just have to give it a low midi, like very close to being shitty.
Very close. Let's move on to Lydia Butthole Collins. And Puse, what are your thoughts on Lydia's look? I'll have you start. Another butthole.
I did not like Lydia's look for what she wanted it to be. If she wanted to go for this like little grotesque monster with the skin off, I would have preferred the under whatever to be skin tight and kind of a little bit like you can kind of raise the intestines or whatever she was having. And then I would have loved to see the little panty and like a latex, make it look like skin. Like I feel
Yes.
like the concept was fab, but the execution wasn't there for me. So Miss Butthole, I would have to give this look shitty.
I agree with Puse. I think she should have had like latex, a different material for the skin, because tulle skin, that doesn't make sense. But I liked the tulle, everything else. This look is always just like, what am I looking at with this girl? I still don't know what I'm looking at, but it's cute. And it's a midi for me, almost shitty, but I'm going to say shitty because, no ma'am. But her makeup looked really fierce.
I would have to agree. I'm gonna have to give it a shitty right off the bat. I didn't like how it was like constructed. I feel like what I would have done, me personally, I would have done like it would have been kind of if she did like one of those like skin tight like muscle like printed suits and she like stoned that to filth, came out in like maybe like a latex like skin suit and then was like fuck all this and like took off the jacket and then like ripped off the skin pants and had like just like a little micro skin shorts on. That would have been kind.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with all y'all because I loved this. I feel
You can see
like
why.
I feel like I agree with y'all. The fabrics, it got lost in translation, maybe there with the materials and stuff, but the concept is so good. And like in the beginning, and you can see it, like she is more creative than over the quality, and I'd rather have that. I'd rather have a creative ass bitch than have like a well made boring ass dress. You know what I mean? Like I really like the concept of her like peeling off her skin and stuff. The way like she presented it was very well. The butthole and the shorts didn't really read, so I will give it a midi because of that, and it's like the part of it. But I liked it. I think it's pretty good.
Moving on to Susie 2. And I'm going to start because she looked crazy. The makeup still looks crazy. The outfit is fierce, but the makeup looks crazy. And I'm sick of her looking crazy on the runway. Because I thought she was looking pretty. She was looking so pretty these past like 2-3 times. What happened was, I don't know. So for me, this is a midi because the look is fierce, but the makeup looks hideous. And I need those both to be up there, not like this.
I live. I feel like the makeup goes with the look. I feel
Would
like
you let her paint you?
Huh?
Would you let her paint you?
I wouldn't be a little boy blue, so I wouldn't really. I thought the look was really cute. Only thing I would change about this look is probably the shoes. She just had on like a little white pump. I would have probably liked to see something maybe like knee high with like laces or something that gave me more the times. But I would say this look is maybe I can give it a pretty. I think so. I can give it
Aw, you're so sweet.
It was okay. It was something. Her face looked like it was about to crust off of her whole body.
What I'm saying, yes, literally. Mm-hmm.
And the hair was, I guess, what she wants to give. But just seeing like Jules come out in the same thing like 10 minutes ago, and I was already over her shit. Bitch, I'm more over this bitch's shit. Like, I just don't. It wasn't cute. I'm giving it a shitty.
I thought the outfit was really sickening. She had like one of my favorite like outfits. The makeup, a chop. I don't know if she don't want to look pussy cunt. I'm gonna need her to figure out something else to do. I get a brand. I am sick of Susie wearing short hair. Give us something new.
What I will say about Susie, what I have to give her 10s is she's sticking to her brand, even though like the girls don't really like it, the girls don't really get it. She's gonna consistently give you this little boy blue Marie Antoinette 1920s.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and she's gonna go home.
Moving on to Lexi Love. I'm not gonna spend too much time on Lexi. I think she looks fine. She is always dragging something on the floor, which I'm kind of sick of that. But this stage is huge, and she's probably been the only person to actually make up as much room as the stage needs to be made up. So I love that, and I think her hair looks great. Does that give me a discount? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She looks really bomb.
No,
and...
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Vanity did a good job on this hair, and she always does good jobs on hair. Yes, God, wake it up. So yeah, I think she looks fab, and it looks good. I think it could have had a little bit more of a concept to it, but I like it.
There's a little discourse about like her wearing the rainbow hair or whatever. You know, some girls on the pit stop wanna say the rainbow hair isn't needed, but I love when it's like something like an all one color look and then like multicolored hair.
I like that too.
Like I think it like, and it really speaks about like Lexi's style. She's like, she loves color, she loves fashion. I feel like the look was very fashion. Yeah, I'll give it a pretty. It was clean. It was nice. I felt like people aren't really absorbing it like how it should be absorbed, because like the whole cake was made out of denim shorts, and like she was wearing a denim short. Right, it was all stone, and like even her shorts weren't like normal shorts. Like she had like little cutouts for the hip, and it was like accentuated. The waist was nipped, even though Monet didn't think so. The waist wasn't deep nipped. Yeah. Sis ate that. Even all the way down to the denim strappy boot.
So I gave Lexi a pretty. You think she's a pretty too?
Yes.
I feel like there could be more going on the body. But it was shorts. It was literally the assignment. I like that Lexi always has something rainbow going on. Like even in the rose, she had a rainbow necklace on. Last challenge, she had a rainbow wig on. This challenge, she has a rainbow wig on. I don't necessarily like the not styledness of the wig.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was a little bigger or something.
No, I like the look. I like how it was made and constructed. I give it a pretty.
I love that. Who's that?
I'm looking at it now. I don't really. It reminds me of Sasha Colby's "Tear Her to Shreds" look.
That's what I thought too when I first saw it.
And if we kind of put those together, Sasha's look is tearing this one.
Please wake it up.
I don't know. I don't really care for it. I feel like I do live for the. I live for the execution of it, but I do kind of feel like she could have gone to more extremes. I don't really care for like the little white laces that's tying everything together. I think that kind of throws me off a little bit. I wish she probably would have gave us the straight moment over the like the little wet.
Oh, like swap the two wigs.
Didn't she say?
No, she said wear it straight.
Oh, like wore that wig straight.
Yeah, you gave it to her straight?
Yeah, it was bone straight when I gave it to her.
Yeah, I was like, I maybe would have preferred that a little bit more than the wet kind of look to it. I would give it a midi, honestly.
All right, so that being said, the girls finish the runways, and Lexi keeps talking about doing meth on the main stage. So iconic. And Lydia ends up winning the challenge, and the bottom two ends up being Jules x Arietti, and they lip sync to Ya Ya by Beyonce. I think this lip sync was a waste of a song, but I do think Jules won because Arietti will flail and do crazy stuff that I do not like looking at on that main stage.
I also like, even the lip sync cut was like not even the good parts of Ya Ya.
Beyonce
Like, it
I
was
not
just.
agree.
giving him that.
You said what?
Beyonce not giving him that. Beyonce,
Yeah,
y'all
Girl.
are gonna get this. Y'all are
Which
not getting that.
I'm like, is nobody going through?
Right.
I'm like, is nobody going
Beyonce
through
said to
these
get
lip
this part or
sync
this part.
cuts and like is being like, ooh, this don't sound good. We may not use that.
That being said, the lip sync was garbage.
I
That's all
mean,
I'm
I
saying.
think we all agree the lip sync was ass. No shade.
Yeah, the lip sync was
Horrible.
bad. Sorry, Jules. And I think Jules had a good lip sync the first time, so I don't blame Jules. Arietti, I haven't seen that girl lip sync that well besides off the show, so I don't know. I just don't think it was that good.
Jules
But
busted
that
her
being said,
ass.
You can tell Arietti
Lydia,
doesn't do the best like when it comes to lip syncing, like under pressure.
I agree. I think she gets a little flaily, a little bit. But Jules gets to stay, and Arietti is sent home, and she is 7th place, I believe. So that is tragic for her. Maybe she's 8th. I think she's 8th place. That is tragic for her, but I hope her legacy will live on as the runway queen for this season.
As the
Nobody
bitch
else
of the
was serving
season.
it. Nobody else, stop. Nobody else was serving it like her. So that being said, Arietti, we love you, and we love watching you on Drag Race. Thank you for giving us your beautiful, beautiful time and your bitchy energy. That being said, Pouse, I have a question for you. Who is winning season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
The answer that it should be is Anya. Who I think they're gonna try to give it to is either Lexi or Sam. It should be Anya.
Okay.
Anya to me is the clear winner. I don't feel like I want it for either Sam or Lexi, but I feel like that's who they're
Yeah.
gonna give it to.
Yeah, I can see that. Vanity, what are your thoughts? Wait, show the other eye. Vanity, what are your
Never
thoughts
too much
on who do you
on
think
the
is gonna
ball.
snatch the crown of season 17?
Obviously I'm rooting for my girl Lexi. However, I will not be upset if Anya won. I can see why they would crown her. She has been sweeping, but obviously I'm a root for my hometown girl Lexi Love, the snack
All right.
Jete Dupree Davenport Edwards.
And don't forget
Versace. Yeah.
Exactly. Prodigy, what are your thoughts?
I really feel like Anya's taking it this season just because, like, she's, like, knocking these bitches over like bowling pins. Like, no
Literally.
mercy, don't give a fuck. And I wouldn't mind seeing my bitch Lexi win because, like, and I definitely see her up there, like, in the top. I wouldn't mind if she won, but Anya's just giving it too good right now. Like, I don't know.
I agree. I think Anya is probably going to snatch the Drag Race crown because she has been doing so well. My personal pick has been Lexi from the beginning, but it's just Lexi this week and a few of the prior weeks has not been giving me that winner edit. But no shade, I would love if Samstar won. That is a goddess. So Samstar, you can snatch it. With that being said, us hot ladies in red, we're about to go read some dudes for filth and get their bags. So hopefully you guys enjoyed Shit Talker this week. We'll be back with you next week on Wednesday. And peace out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And follow Pouse, because that's the goddess. And don't forget to say it twice.
Yeah.
Bye.